Welcome to our special report from Binhai Studio. In the past 2 days, Binhai has faced heavy rain and severe flooding. Rivers are overflowing and many areas are underwater. How are people dealing with this, and how is their schedule going? Stay with us for the latest update and stories.
Well, you know what, Bill? We actually had just got out here. We're by the pump house in Rock Hill, and they basically said if you do see any of this water, you do not want to walk in the water. So I want to show you what it looks like out here right now, because yesterday it was a completely different story. You could barely see the parking lot that I am standing in right now. Here's a live look behind me, though. This is the Catawba River, but this water that you're seeing up to this boat ramp, it should not be this high. I actually spoke to a resident of this area, and he came out here to look at the water, and he was just amazed at how high the water actually is. Now, something to keep in mind, I did speak with Rusty Rozelle. He is the county's water quality department specialist, and he said the high water levels have caused sewage, raw sewage, and other pollutants like gasoline to spill over into the water. He also wanted to mention the water isn't necessarily toxic, meaning if you go in the water, you won't get immediately ill, but you don't want to go in that water because if you do have any open sores, then those could become affected. Also, he mentioned you do want to wear boots. If you could wear the boots maybe up to your knee or midway calf if you do have to go in the water, because obviously you don't want to harm yourself. And something else that people may have not thought about, snakes, wildlife that could be in this water because those water levels are so high. And not only that, but there could be glass or anything of that nature in the water there. You just don't know because you can't see all the way to the bottom. So we're out here live at Pump House in Rock Hill. And again, this parking lot here, this gravel lot, was completely covered in water yesterday. Many people came out here just to see it for themselves. Today, a bit of a different story because the weather is obviously a lot drier, so things are starting to dry out a little bit more now. But certainly, we'll keep an eye on things out here in Rock Hill.
Okay, that's all for today's special report. Thank you for watching. We will keep you updated on the progress. Stay safe and stay informed. Goodbye.
In southern Taiwan, Kaohsiung City was hit particularly hard. Districts such as Renwo, Gushin, Fengshan, Changchun, and Dashin were submerged under relentless downpours. Early images shared on social media captured the severity of the situation, showing streets like Kuikua Road, Rakadao Road, and Maishu East 2nd Road transformed into rivers.
Guys, we are facing several floodings, contaminated water system, and there have been a lot of misinformation on social media. For example, the city's drinking water is completely polluted, and everyone should evacuate to the mountains. Those rumors will cause more panic. We must take action quickly. Advisor, can you explain the situation?
Okay, so far the contamination is concentrated in a few hard areas, not citywide, but untreated water, table water is still safe to use, but direct contact with flood water is not recommended, as it may carry such bacteria or harmful substance. Recommended using assured guidance for in drinking water, avoid direct contact with standing water, and keep an eye on official channels for real-time updates.
You mentioned that the boiling water is the most effective way to deal with it. But if some communities don't have gas or electricity, can we provide some emergency plans?
This is a key question. We can consider installing temporary water supply stations to ensure that restaurants have access to safe drinking water.
Are there any unified standard for these things after the flood? If the public plays and do these things by themselves, what should we pay attention to?
It's generally recommended to use a chlorine-contained disinfectant to clean the contaminated area. For the specific residue refer to the packaging instruction. Members of public should wear gloves and masks when using and avoid direct contact. Ventilation is also important for indoor spaces after a flood to reduce the growth of germs.
Okay, another problem is that there are many pet owners in the community who are worried about drinking water for their pets. Can pet drinking water after flood pollution? Does it require any special treatment?
Well, drinking water for pets also needs to be kept safe and is recommended to be treated in the same way as human water.
Yeah.
If consideration permits, pets should drink in boiled water and cold water or sealed bottled water. If your pet has been exposed to flood water, wash it as soon as possible and keep an eye out of any unusual health conditions. Okay.
Got it. Frank from the press, how do you plan to cover this information to ordinary people?
We can release information simultaneously through Netflix conference, social media platform, and SMS push. I suggest simplifying the message structure with easy points like great water is safe to drink and do not worry about down and do not wait down in flood area. You also need to scientific advisor on camera to give you credibility.
Very good. Community representative. What do you think?
So basically, the community representative has required a lot of elderly people and children who may not fully understand about the details of boiling water. So clear the steps are necessary, such as how long is it safe to boil the water. Additionally, if we really do not have time to boil water at home, can we drink bottled water or water from the purifier? Also, some people in the community mentioned that the increase of mosquitoes after the flood will not cause danger, fever, or other diseases.
This is a very practical problem. The water should continue to boil for at least 1 minute before drinking. If there is no condition to boil water, you can choose sealed bottled manual water. Waters need to confirm whether there is a reaction function, but boiling is still the safest way. As for the mosquito problem, it's possible to breed mosquitoes after floods, but danger fever is usually associated with specific areas, and we have not seen a similar risk at this time. It's recommended to avoid open water as much as possible and use mosquito repellent or mosquito nets if necessary.
Okay, for this detail, we can make simplified popular science video, such as how to boil drinking water and the safety measure against mosquitoes with subtitles, so that different groups can quickly understand.
And some residents are also concerned about the flood pollution potentially causing bacteria on fruits and vegetables that we bought from the market. What is the safest way to handle such food?
It's recommended that during the flood, try to choose fruits that can be peeled after cleaning, such as bananas, oranges, and so on. After washing vegetables, it's best to rinse them with clean water several times and blanch them appropriately.
And another question is that many residents do not have enough water storage equipment in their homes. So can you suggest some simple ways to store water in an emergency? For example, what containers can we use?
Well, for households without water storage facility, water can be stored in clean, floating fuel containers such as large POTs, sealed glass jars, or food-grade plastic bags.
Understand. And I also want to know if I feel unwell, such as a rash or itching after skin comes into contact with water. Should I go to the hospital immediately, or can I do a simple treatment at home first?
Oh well, if the skin develops a red rash or itch after contact with the water, it's recommended to first rinsing the affected area thoroughly with clean water and use a mild disinfectant.
Thank you very much. This information is very useful. Journalists, please be sure to emphasize this detail in your publicity. Communication representative, please help promote these instructions in your community, especially for the elderly and the children.
Yeah, thank you guys. This part can be added to our science material to form a flood response guide for families, including protection for the elderly, children, and pets.
Water pollution. Water is one of the most valuable resources provided to us by nature. We use water for many purposes, and while doing so, we make the water very dirty. We pollute the water. Making the water dirty by the addition of harmful substances called pollutants is called water pollution. But how does the water get polluted? When we dump garbage or dirt into rivers, lakes, or other water bodies, we are dirtying the water. We are polluting it. Washing clothes, utensils, and bathing animals adds dirt and detergent in the water bodies. It causes water pollution. Some factories allow waste to flow into water bodies, nearby lakes or rivers. This makes the water polluted. Sewage from residential areas adds toxic chemicals and waste in the water bodies, which again causes water pollution. Water washed off from agricultural fields contains pesticides and fertilizers that pollutes the water. Accidental spillage of oil into the sea is one of the growing causes of water pollution. Effects of water pollution. The toxic chemicals present in the water gets very harmful for the lives of all the aquatic animals. Due to the water pollution, the food chain continues to be disrupted at all the levels. And due to this, the polluted water can make its way back to the household and result in people being affected with bacteria and viruses. Drinking polluted water can cause diseases like typhoid, cholera, and diarrhea. Now let's know about the steps we should take to control water pollution. One very easy way is to educate people to stop dumping garbage into water bodies, to stop washing clothes, bathing animals in rivers and lakes, to discourage the use of harmful pesticides and fertilizers in agricultural fields, and organic farming must be practiced. We too should avoid wastage of clean water and shall always save water. Always remember, turn off the tap while brushing teeth. Take shorter bath. Wash fruits and vegetables in a bowl of water. Turn off the tap after each use. Thank you for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
This video talked about water pollution and how to relate to diseases created by water. This type of pollution is when bad germs get into drinking water or food by accident. It also point out reasons like bad sewage handling, farm runoff, and waste from factories. Thank you for your participating in as Water Day press conference.